It's just after midnight on April 5th, 2023, in Robinson, Texas. Police are responding to reports of a brush fire in a field near a housing development. Expecting to find a routine blaze, they approach cautiously, but soon realize this is no ordinary fire. Within the flames, they discover a large plastic storage container. Inside, a human body that has been deliberately set on fire. While examining the scene, a white dog appears nearby, barking frantically and refusing to leave. Police wonder if the dog belongs to the person found in the container.
What's up, puppy?
As responders extinguish the flames and continue processing the area, the dog remains nearby, pacing and barking. Despite the chaos, the dog keeps approaching the officers and his sight, refusing to leave the area.
Is the dog trying to be protective or trying to lead us over there? Because it looks like she's trying to lead us over there.
As police consider the possibility that this persistent dog may have witnessed a horrific crime, they attempt to capture him. They are unsuccessful, and the dog eventually flees into the night. But he'll be back. And it's a good thing, because the answers investigators need to solve the case may very well come from the only witness who can't explain what he saw. Welcome back to Crime A to Z, where we detail cases and criminals from their very beginning until well after other reporting ends. Today, we'll be talking about a case that highlights the unshakable bond animals share with the people they love, and how that bond led to justice in one of the most unexpected ways. Come see how this case that you'd expect to be pretty low on drama, since it involves a dog, keeps escalating with off-the-rails twists and suspense right up until the very end. Let's dive in. A concerned resident in Robinson, Texas dials 911 to report a fire in their subdivision.
Robinson 911, where's your emergency?
There's a fire in our subdivision, but it may just be them burning brush because they're building houses. We're in the Harris subdivision in Robinson.
Okay, I can get someone headed out that way to check on it.
Officers arrive and use a fire extinguisher to put out the flames. They immediately call for backup.
I need you to get fire, CID, and 04 out here. This looks like a body that's burning.
The body had been burned beyond recognition. Officers begin documenting the grim scene and collecting evidence near the remains of the fire. One of the officers notices a bra strap, so they note that the victim may have been female.
When I parked here, I was like, alright, that looks like some logs laying there burning. And as I got up close, that looks like a leg laying there. And then I got a little closer and I'm like, that's a body.
They continue processing the scene when they get an unexpected visitor.
What's up, puppy?
A clearly distraught white Labradoodle is barking and pacing near the site. The officer continues with his duties, but the dog is persistent.
Come here. What's up, doggy? You sure are hanging around here. Is that your person over there? Hey, the way that dog's hanging around. That dog sure is hanging around, which makes me think. Is there anybody at the station that could bring us the chip checker? Like at the fire station or over to the PD? Is the dog trying to be protective or trying to lead us over there? Because it looks like she's trying to lead us over there.
Come here. What I don't want her to do is I don't want her to dance through it.
Right.
Yeah. It's okay. She's freaking out.
10:36 p.m. Re-entered scene because it's flaring up to put it out with the extinguisher again.
Officers continue processing the scene as the distraught pup returns and disappears multiple times as if trying to lead them somewhere. After attempts to capture the dog fail, the officers focus on the scene and the dog eventually disappears into the field. They will not see him again for the rest of that evening. But he wasn't going far. By morning, investigators were still struggling to identify the victim given the extent of the burning. Without forensic or autopsy results, which would take time to process, they had little to work with. Meanwhile, neighbors passing the scene that next morning noticed the same dog from the night before sitting near where the fire had burned. They called animal control, who retrieved the dog and scanned his microchip. The microchip revealed that the dog, named Titan, belonged to a 26-year-old woman who lived about 130 miles away or over 200 kilometers in San Marcos, Texas. Her name was Mandy Rose Reynolds. Born in 1996 in Idaho, Mandy Reynolds grew up in a small, close-knit community. Her mother, Carleen Hardy, described her as kind-hearted, determined, and someone who loved animals, especially her loyal dog, Titan. She was also known for her compassion and willingness to help others. Mandy had recently moved to San Marcos, Texas to be near her best friend, who worked as a property manager at an apartment complex in the area. Freshly relocated, Mandy was starting a new life for herself. She continued to show kindness by helping others, even allowing a cousin who was struggling to stay with her for a while. She was also considering starting college, and she welcomed the new opportunities that lay ahead for her and her trusted Labradoodle. Once Animal Control identified Titan's owner, they passed the information on to Robinson Police. With Mandy and Titan living so far from the burn scene, police became more convinced that the dog was somehow connected to the burning body. Police call the phone number listed for Mandy. She doesn't answer, so they leave a message. Shortly afterward, she calls them back.
Robinson Police.
Yes, hi, my name's Mandy Reynolds, and I got a message that you guys found my dog.
Oh, perfect. Let me put you on just a brief hold here. Give me one moment, and I'll get you with the person that can help you.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Detective Perry.
Hi, I just got a message saying you guys found my dog.
We believe so. So, what is your dog?
He's a poodle retriever mix.
Poodle retriever mix?
Yeah, he's white.
Okay.
Already highly suspicious, the officer continues asking the caller qualifying questions.
Where does the dog belong?
Well, I was on my way to Wichita, Kansas, and I live in San Marcos, and Titan is his name. He just ran off.
He ran off from where?
From Waco.
Were you staying in Waco?
No, I was on my way to Wichita.
Okay, then you made a stop somewhere?
Yeah, at a rest area.
What was your name? I apologize.
My name is Mandy.
And where is the chip registered out of?
The chip would be registered out of Tennessee, I believe. That's why we named him Titan.
Who named him?
That's why we named him Titan. Me and my fiance.
Your fiance?
Yep. Do you want me to come get him, or I don't understand. Is he at the pound?
So we just put him at the pound, but we put a hold on him because we were trying to figure out who he belonged to. We didn't want him to, come up available for adoption without, not trying to find the owner, right?
Well, the microchips have my info on it. I mean, they messaged me.
And fiance, what's his last name? Is he there in San Marcos with you?
No, he's not. He's in Wichita. He stayed.
So you were coming back from Wichita, or you were going to Wichita?
We were going to Wichita to drop him off because he wants to see his grandmother. She's sick. So we were on our way. There, and Titan run off, and we looked for him for a couple of hours. And
how long ago was this that he's been out?
Oh heck, it's been I don't know. This would have been around 1 in the morning.
What, last night? About one last night?
Yeah. What time did you guys find him?
They ran the chip this morning.
Oh, okay.
The caller's claims are not aligning.
So I'm just trying to figure out how far this dog went. That's pretty incredible. What you said you were at a rest stop? Like, was it a gas station?
Yeah, some type of gas station.
Like a truck stop? Kind of describe it to me.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I really couldn't. It's your average gas station, I guess, in Waco. I know that's the only thing I remember is that it was in Waco.
Okay. And what kind of vehicle do you drive in case we got to meet up and get this dog back to you?
I'm in. Well, hold on. Well, what vehicle am I in, or what vehicle was I in?
Yeah, what were you in?
I was in a silver Toyota Camry.
Like a newer one, older one?
Sure. Detective, I hate to cut you off, but I'm actually at work, and I just I want my dog.
Yeah,
I'm sorry you guys had to deal with that, but yeah, I'll just come. I'll come get him. What is it? I mean, 100 miles.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out is your name is Mandy Rose Reynolds.
Sure.
So about 1 o'clock last night, you and were at a rest stop.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yes. What? I mean, what is the interrogation about?
No, I'm just trying to make sure I understand why.
You know what? That dog, that's my dog you guys have. Let's get that straight, detective.
Okay, and that's fine. I understand that.
You know what? I'll just come to the pound. Goodbye.
Along with several of her responses being questionable, the detective found Mandy's defensiveness odd and unwarranted. He called her back within the hour.
Mandy?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Detective Perry. I think we got off on the wrong foot. So the reason I'm asking some questions, I'm just going to be upfront with you, okay? We found your dog in a field, okay? In the field was a crime scene of a deceased person. And that is God. So I didn't want to give you all the details because that's kind of sensitive, right? But that is why I was asking some questions to verify how the dog got there, what's going on. And so I think it's just fair for me to let you know that information to understand why I'm asking certain questions, okay?
Oh, wow.
So I do apologize. I should have probably told you that easier, but some things you just don't want to disclose to somebody because they might have trauma from the past as well.
Well, sure, and I've just been stressing about Titan, and we paid a lot of money for him, and I mean, geez, that field. Good Lord, I just wonder how long he was outside,
So, and now you understand why I was asking questions. I'm just trying to get a timeline of maybe how long even the pup was out.
I'm sorry, sir. Oh wow.
That's okay. That's okay.
I can't even imagine what he went through, and then now there's a deceased person. Like, oh my God.
So, was this last night that Titan ran away?
Yeah, it was just last night.
So, or I guess I should say this morning, you said?
Yeah, it was been about, I don't know, midnight, 1.
Midnight 1?
Honestly, sir, I don't know. It's something like that.
Okay. This number comes back to a different name. Are you on somebody's phone plan?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Whose phone plan are you on?
This would be my fiance's grandfather.
Okay, what's his name?
My fiance's grandfather?
Yes, I just wanted to verify. That way I can close that name off.
I'm going to be frank with you, sir. I'm sorry that this happened, but I cannot waste my whole day speaking to you. I'll come get Titan, and you guys can cross me off your list. I'm sorry that is so unfortunate, but I'm not going to be interrogated when my puppy ran off.
No, I'm just trying to verify, like I said, some information. I'm not, just...
No, sir, you're being you're being very pushy, for one. For two, you're treating me like a criminal, okay?
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm really not. I'm just trying to figure out how long the pup was there. That could determine if the puppy messed with the body. If the puppy messed with the body? I mean, yeah, dogs are natural scavengers.
You think my little Titan would go... Oh, my... Detective, with all due respect, do not call me back.
Well, Titan is on a police hold. You're not going to be able to get him out.
Titan is on a police hold?
That is correct.
Well, then I will have my attorney call you.
The call was unsettling. Since San Marcos was out of their jurisdiction, Robinson PD contacted the San Marcos police and asked them to perform a welfare check on Mandy. When police arrived at Mandy's apartment, it was empty. All of her belongings were gone, including her black Honda Accord. They were certain that something was amiss, and the strange call from the person who claimed to be Mandy made this scenario all the more concerning. Police searched the license plate database and found that her car had been spotted in Wichita, Kansas, almost 500 miles away. Robinson police asked the Wichita police to be on the lookout for her car, and it wouldn't take long. On April 8th, just 3 days after Mandy's body was found burning in the plastic container, Wichita police spotted her car.
suspect vehicle involved in an 01, possible 01 suspect in the vehicle. Keep that in mind.
They attempted a traffic stop, but the person driving the car gave chase, leading them on a high-speed pursuit that lasted almost 30 minutes and reached speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. After weaving through town at dangerous speeds, the chase ends at a grocery store, where the driver crashes and flees on foot into the store, terrifying shoppers inside.
Yeah, he ran into the Dillons.
White belt, white shirt. White shirt. Right there.
After the driver dashes into the store, shoppers flee out of it. Officers try to assist them and secure the area.
Hey, my man, get your family out of here. You're fine.
Then focus on finding the driver.
Hey! Come here! Come here! Where'd he go? You didn't see him? Get to him.
They enter the store searching for the suspect.
We have people in the store. We have it. What's it? 283, we're in the store. Let's get a bunker in here.
He has crawled into a shelf on aisle 5, one of the canned goods sections. But police locate him within 2 minutes and direct the other officers to his location.
Come on! Crawl out! Crawl out towards the sound of our voice! Somebody's got to back off one direction or the other.
Please hold.
Go ahead. Crawl out towards us. You're going to have to move with me. Ready? Yep. Pull them out.
Alright, so we get him outside.
The driver is apprehended and arrested. But who is he? The man hiding behind the cans is none other than Mandy's own cousin, Derek Daignault, the one she had so graciously allowed to stay in her home to help him get back on his feet. 27-year-old Derek Joseph Daignault was from Wichita, Kansas. He had an extensive criminal history, including convictions for various types of forgery and even shooting someone when he was a juvenile. He had recently come to stay with Mandy in San Marcos while he worked to get back on his feet, with Mandy feeling strongly about giving him a chance to get his life back on track. According to Mandy's mother, Derek contacted her under false pretenses, convincing her to drive to Kansas to pick him up and bring him to Texas for what she believed would be a brief visit. But he would repay her in the worst way possible. Once Derek was arrested, an investigation began to uncover the disturbing chain of events. Autopsy and dental records revealed that the body in the burning plastic bin was Mandy Reynolds. Police determined that Derek had shot Mandy in the head at her home and transported her body to the site where he set it on fire in an attempt to destroy evidence. Surveillance footage at a local Walmart the day before Mandy was found shows Derek calmly purchasing a gas can, a shovel, and a large plastic container matching the one that Mandy was burned in. Surveillance footage from the parking lot captured Derek driving away in Mandy's car with Titan visible in the passenger seat, his head sticking out of the window. Police also found evidence in Derek's car, as well as in the plastic bin, including shell casings and the gun used to kill Mandy. Then, for some reason, while he was at the site where he burned Mandy, Derek left Titan behind. It's not reported whether he left him intentionally or unintentionally, but we like to imagine that old Titan pulled an okey doke and yeeted out of the car to stay with his human, then evaded Derek's attempts to capture him. An intent to keep Titan would explain why Derek impersonated Mandy on the phone in an attempt to get the dog back. And having Titan with him on his trip to Walmart also demonstrated his desire to keep the dog as his own. But Titan, taking the loyalty trait from his Labrador side and the intelligence trait from his Poodle side, was proving to be unmatched. He was already the sole reason police were able to identify the body, with them matching Titan directly to her, which would have taken exponentially longer if ever without him, since Mandy lived over 100 miles from the crime scene. Derek's exact motive remains unknown, but with all of Mandy's belongings, including her car, missing, many have speculated theft as a factor. In November 2024, Derek stood trial for Mandy's murder. The prosecution presented compelling evidence, including the Walmart surveillance footage, forensic evidence linking him to the crime, and testimony about his prior felony convictions. The jury deliberated for approximately 30 minutes before reaching a verdict. They found him guilty. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, in no small part due to Titan. From staying by his human side, which helped identify her, to further implicating Derek by appearing in his Walmart video. Titan didn't just unknowingly help bring Mandy's killer to justice, he was central to it. After the verdict, members on both sides of the family started arguing in the courtroom, with supporters from the opposing sides being from the same family. Anger and emotions ran high. Derek's brother-in-law swung, trying to hit someone, and was removed from the courtroom in handcuffs, but was released later. In the days following Mandy's tragic death, Mandy's best friend that she had moved to be near adopted Titan. Both Titan and the best friend are happy to have each other. In addition to having played a key role in the investigation, Titan also attended the trial, serving as a quiet symbol of the bond he shared with Mandy. Derek Daignault is serving his prison sentence in a Texas correctional facility. With no chance of release, he faces the remainder of his life behind bars. Since his conviction, there have been no public reports of appeals or significant developments in his case. His incarceration marks the end of a sad, disturbing, and senseless case. Titan's loyalty and persistence definitely stand out in this case, but what also stands out as a symbol of sadness is the surveillance footage. Watching, actually seeing a fellow human go through the otherwise routine steps of purchasing a bin intended to hold the person that he has or will kill, is difficult to process and just deeply saddening. How about you? What part of this case impacted you the most? What are your thoughts about good boy Titan? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like how we presented this case, please be sure to hit like and of course subscribe so you catch all our videos as soon as they drop. Thanks for watching.